So I have a crazy story to tell. I had this realization a couple weeks ago that I think dental health is mental health. Let me explain. So last year, I actually had an issue. I probably shouldn't have bet that. Hold on. Early last year, I actually had a handful of dental issues pop up, including breaking a tooth here or have a gap in my dang mouth. And I broke this. It was a mess. So through the course of trying to fix that, I got lost in the loop in the follow up cycle with my dentist, and they stopped scheduling my dental appointments for cleanups. So I've gone over a year without a cleaning, and I went. I requested to come get seen. I need to get cleaning. I want to maintain my stuff because I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars and tons of pain to get my mouth and my gums in good health, despite that crap. As I'm sitting there the day of the appointment, they bring some documents to sign, and one of them actually said something very interesting. It said something like, "Hey, I recognize that I am responsible for my own dental health. I know that I have gum disease. I know that if I don't, have regular cleanings, that it is my responsibility, and essentially relieve them of the responsibility," which I thought was weird and made me get a little anxious. Like, why are they having me sign this? Am I in trouble? Is my mouth a mess again? I'm telling you, I've been through a lot. So eventually I sit down. I know her really well. We get to talking. I'm like, "What's up with that document?" And she's like, "Well, you know how people are. They start blaming others instead of taking responsibility." I'm like, "Oh, so you're telling me that we're going to have a problem? That my mouth's going to be a mess?" She's like, "I don't know. Maybe. I don't know." Crap. So then she gets in there. She starts taking all these tests and x-rays and whoosh, whoosh, scrape, scrape, blah, blah. And midway through, she says, "Oh my goodness, your teeth, your mouth, your gums are incredibly healthy. Oh my God, how is this possible? Like, this is crazy. This is awesome." I said, "Well, I have been keeping up with my stuff. I've been brushing and flossing. I really want to chew this consistently and taking care of my mouth and doing all the right things other than the gaps and the breaks and whatnot." Also, by the way, our chipped tooth sucks. We're going to fix that. And when it's all said and done, she's like, "I am so impressed. This is crazy. You really have a healthy gums. You have healthy gums and healthy teeth. Everything is good. Obviously, we need a cleaning, but given the fact that you haven't been here in a year, this is really, really good. Awesome, right?" And I'm like, "Is that not normal?" She says, "No, it's not normal. Not when you go that long. I would have expected worse. And it's so good that instead of seeing you every 3 or 4 months, we can go to every 6 months." I'm like, "Oh, crap. That's really good." So I sit there, I'm pondering. As I'm sitting there, I'm pondering and thinking, like, well, how is this possible? Like, she is so sure. She's an expert at this, right? She does these cleanings and has to deal with people all the time. I really want to see God. And I finally said to her, "Is it possible that the reason that my mouth is doing well, and this obviously I've maintained it, but is because I've been working on everything, like everything, my mental health. I've been doing a lot of work there, dealing with traumas, old stories, healing relationships, doing all these things. I've been taking care of my body. I've been working out consistently. I'm in the best shape, I think, of my life. I look pretty good. My partner will tell you so. She will tell you that I look like a snack. I'm taking my supplements. I'm doing everything and everything that is imaginable that a person can do if they have the time and resources. I do. I'm privileged like that." And she looked at me and she says, "Yeah, actually, it is connected. Your mental health, your body, everything is connected. So it is part of the same system and it's going to impact your gums." And she went on and on about how, yes, it is true. And I'll be honest, I didn't believe her. I thought she was just kind of, what do they say? Pulling my chain, yanking my chain, blowing smoke up my hoo-ha. But when I got out, and I said thank you, obviously, she was being kind. She's a sweet woman, really sweet. I've been working with her. She's been working with me in my mouth. I don't know how people do that, by the way, for years. So we have a personal friendship. So I do go home and I start researching, and guess what? It is connected. There's been studies that show that mental health or dental health is connected to mental health, is connected to the health. Like, nobody talks about that. And I'm extremely happy that I've maintained everything else, because this work here is expensive. It's more expensive than therapy. And I'm glad that doing therapy and doing all the other work has helped make sure that my mouth isn't a mess. And yeah, so that's the lesson. Mental health is dental health, and dental health is mental health, because it's all part of the same system. So take care of your teeth, take care of your health, take care of everything, because it's all downstream illness, mental illness, lack of sleep. I sleep well, by the way, as well. I like all these things. If you don't take care of the smaller parts, they all contribute to your overall health, especially your dental. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this, share it. Tell people to take care of their mental health, and maybe they'll have cheaper dental bills. Bye.